I want to ask you about an article I saw where you're just like, pulled your pants down.
First of all, I didn't pull my pants down. Every guy knows, sometimes you got to shift, right? I'm wearing sweatpants, I'm running around, I had to shift. I didn't realize there was gonna be a guy standing out in front of.
I gotta see it. Let's see how bad it is.
It's blacked out.
Is there a video? Oh, well, you could see your junk?
No, it's blacked out.
So you didn't take.
I didn't whip out my dick, I just had to shift.
No. Oh my God. Is this his way of like soft launching an OnlyFans?
I'm sorry. I'm a pretty well-endowed guy. I got to shift once in a while.
Are you?
Wait, that looks like a lot of. That's a lot of skin, dude.
That is.
That's a low. Why'd you pull it down so low?
That's a two-handed shift. I've never done a two-handed shift.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm pretty big down there.
Oh.
I had to shift. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I'm not going to explain myself because every man in the world shifts. They all do. Yeah. Sometimes he gets caught in a place you don't want it to be caught. It is what it is.
Are you boxers or briefs?
I'm not scared. I'm not mad at that. In fact, when I got sent that by my publicist, I was like, this is a joke, right? Slow day at the office. You got to catch me shifting my junk? What's wrong with you?
You didn't answer my question. Wow. Boxers or briefs?
If I wear underwear, I wear briefs.
Okay.
I don't wear boxers. I don't like.
The boxer shifting. I've never worn boxers.
I don't like being like, I like to be held in. Like
Yeah.
I need to be, everything needs to be compact. I don't like the fact that I'm free. I don't like that.
I'm the same. Always
briefs all day.
Yeah.
I used to wear boxers.
No, because they
Jax
bunch up.
roasted
They
me.
bunch up and they get up. I like to wear like bikini briefs. That's
Yeah.
what I wear. Bikini briefs.
Me too.
Yes.
I have tiny nipples, and they always point east and west. I don't know why. I can show you right now. You've seen my
I
nipples?
saw them in the dressing room. They're nice.
Never knows how small your nipples are. You have micro nipples.
Are they always hard?
Always.
I don't know if it's a condition.
I guess rather small hard nipples than big soft ones.
I feel like they're very like tiny, like a little
They are, but I don't
Skittle.
specifically remember them being Skittle nipples.
Not even Skittle. No, they're probably like a sprinkle.
A sprinkle nipple?
Probably.
Ooh, that's
He looks like
really
it.
thin and long.
He looks like he has
Is it thin and long?
I mean, I'm a small nippled man myself, so I'm not gonna talk any trash
Is
about
there
his nipples.
like a measurement? Like
I don't have big
are
areola.
they visually smaller? Like you look at them, you go, something's not lining up here.
I never thought about that ever. I didn't think they were abnormally small, but like people have said that to me, and I'm like, really?
I have never seen Jesse without his shirt off to see his small hard nipples.
See, I've seen Jesse with his shirt off, and I guess I just don't even look or pay attention because I didn't even realize
You have
that.
to look down to notice them.
It's better than massive nipples, but not to body shame anyone with massive nipples.
Jesse and I, nipples, we just don't.
Oh yeah.
Ah, goddamn nipples.
Wait, didn't Jax have boob surgery?
I want to make this very clear that this is not a breast reduction. A lot of men have this, especially a lot of bodybuilders.
He had fat sucked out of his tits. Nasty.
Disgusting. Okay, what are we talking about?
To be honest, I don't use my nipples for much, so why do I need big, huge nipples? They're just little, pointy little guys.
Maybe you're more evolved. Like they're just getting smaller as we evolve.
I think we can all say that I'm more evolved than most. I think that's pretty clear.
Janet, you and Zack had a deep talk.
Can you understand him?
I could understand most of him.
There are a lot of things that have gone very sideways. I'm responsible for a lot of them. I feel like you're responsible for a few of them.
Michelle's never understood a word that Zack says.
No, Michelle's face, like when Zack was trying to talk to you at Brittany's birthday this year, and he's just like, but you love me, right? And you're like, no.
It's like he wants this validation from me that he does not deserve. And I'm like, so what are you saying?
Did you feel that conversation you had with him was constructive?
I feel like it was okay. Like, I don't feel like he took full accountability for the things he said.
If you cause stress among someone, she can literally her water can break.
I feel like he's still thinking that being blacked out at, I mean, Zack's older than me, so he's like, you know, almost 40. Like, being blacked out isn't an excuse. And I think he was mad at Brittany for telling me.
I did not know that before.
Whatever actually happened that night, I won't ever know because I wasn't there blacked out. I was 8 months pregnant at home.
I agree.
But I do know what Brittany told me, and so that's what I have to live with.
Oh God. I can't go through the emotions again because she was like, I had to tell her. She just told me that you went to lunch with her and then told her what I said.
Because it was bad.
Then why the did you tell her? No, what? That summer, me and Brittany were not in the best place. Somehow she was still so under Janet's spell that she had to tell Janet that in that moment. And I was like, okay, well, you caused all this stress on all of us.
I understand Zach's perspective, but at the same time, Brittany has always been consistent. So she does what she feels like is right in that moment to like be a good friend individually, like to whomever she's with at that time. So like she's consistent and she cares about her friends and she loves her friends. So I think her heart was in the right place of like, if someone said this and I was pregnant, I would want to know, so I'm gonna tell Janet.
And Zach got consequences from Brittany.
After that happened last season, I didn't talk to Zach for like 4 months.
She was telling me like, I can't even look at him. After hearing the things he said, like, I'm done with him. And then I found out, I noticed it was Brittany's birthday dinner. I had a newborn at home and I was like, I'm probably not gonna go, but I don't know yet. And Brittany kept, are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? And I was like, I bet she's waiting to see if I'm going before she decides if she invites Zack. And Zach's probably hounding her like, am I allowed to come? Am I allowed to come?
What are we doing?
So then all of a sudden, without any other conversation, Brittany went from me to like, I can't even look Zack in the face because of what he's done to you, to all of a sudden seeing him at her birthday. And I'm like, what the hell is this?
I remember Brittany pulling me aside that night and she was just like, what do I do? And she was like trying to compare it to me in between like Tom and Ariana. And she's like, that's how I feel between like Zack and Janet. And I'm like, I empathize with you, but like, you gotta tell him that his behavior is not okay.
Yeah. I don't think Janet liked whenever I started being around Zack again, but I had to like make her see like, we have such a history. We've been friends, you know, we were friends in our Kentucky days. It's hard for me. I'm very forgiving.
Janet and I have had a tight, very close friendship.
We were never close friends. Like I would have never described like, you know, like Zack was my neighbor, but I was friendly with him mostly because he was Jasmine's roommate. There was never, Zack and I have never gotten like dinner or lunch one-on-one.
We have also been basically enemies and everything in between.
I mean, he's done too much that are giant flaming red flags to me that I'm like, I'm not gonna get near that and try to be close to somebody, but you know, I can be an adult and for the sake of our friends, be cordial with him.
Janet and I can move past this. We've done it before, we can do it again. I do think that it was gonna take me to be the bigger person. I didn't think she was gonna take full responsibility for her actions that led to certain things that I did, and I was okay with that. I was just wanting to try once again to fully move forward so that, dear God, we could just have fun for once.
There was a healing ceremony.
Right.
With a healer, spiritualist.
That was Kristen's idea.
Those are like the little events that I was okay with being in rehab for.
Release anxiety and accept new beginnings.
My hope was that it would reconnect some of us.
Calling in peace, love.
To get everyone on the same page and just want to have fun.
Releasing pride, accepting joy.
We're trying to accomplish the impossible.
The impossible.
Brittany's over here like, I couldn't make eye contact with Brittany because every time I would even lightly look in her direction, I was like, I'm gonna lose it. You have Danny and Nia like being like, we are not charging the moon with our hands because we believe in Jesus Christ.
If she's saying like, say hello to the moon goddess or whatever, I just might change some words.
My creator is up there. Thank you, God.
You guys are taking it seriously, people are crying, and I'm just like, this is hilarious.
I always participate.
Jesse, right off the bat, was giving me wet willies.
I'll try anything. Everybody turned into energy, like the hillside, the grass. I got rid of the burning of my head. I was like, I saw this like demon, and I kept trying to throw the demon away. I'm skeptical, but I believe in healing through energy. So, I mean, look, the gratitude ball.
What the gratitude ball?
I threw it to Michelle, and Michelle basically was like, I have nothing nice to say.
I was trying to be nice.
Let me think for a moment because it's hard to think. A great moment was when we were deciding to have a child together.
That's nice.
And I don't know why he walked away.
No.
I felt like he was kind of just waiting to have a breakdown.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you try and you try and you try, and how am I supposed to explain why this person's moved on, right? This person's now been in a relationship for almost a year. What is she so angry and resentful for? Why is she so mad at me? And like, yeah, we can argue when it comes to business and, you know, I'm condescending when we're talking about our work life, or I'm, you know, make her feel stupid at some point. But even still, like, okay, well, Jesse just made me feel stupid. Let's move on.
He's definitely a crier over anything. I mean, when his dog passed away, he cried for like 3 weeks straight.
That's normal.
I mean, I'm used to seeing him cry because he cries over anything.
She could have said, I like your hair.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she wanted to trigger me.
Why do you need a ball?
It's whatever, it doesn't matter.
He would have probably tried to have sex with the instructor.
You're the one that was obsessed with the Reiki healing for a minute.
People keep saying
and you
that.
liked the Burning
First of
Man
all-
girl
first of all-
last summer.
First of all, I don't know why people keep messaging that. What about the Reiki healer? She was amazing.
She was
By the way,
awesome.
she was
She was
married.
awesome.
She was amazing. She was good at what she does. Every time I see her, I have the best day of my life. I mean, you might want to call her the Jax Whisperer. I don't know. I just don't buy into that. First of all, I'm way too ADD to sit there and take it all in. I'm thinking about doing laundry, where I'm going to go tonight, and we're sitting trying to, I'm like, can we hurry this process along?
I used to be like that. It's better. You know, the placebo effect is why not just embrace it? You know, take one of those crystals in your hand and let it charge you up with good vibes. Why not?
I'm all about it. I lived in Bali for a summer. It changed everything. Like, you know, it put me some
That's the most Jesse line I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God, dude.